from Dabo Sweeney when you're in there?
Obviously it wasn't the way we wanted to start the game. It was weird controlling, I didn't really know how long we were going to be in there, so I was trying to manage, all right, do I really stay locked in or am I going to be in here for 2 hours? So it was kind of hard to manage my emotions and everything, but I probably ended up watching the first 3 plays probably 10 times each. And honestly, it helped us a lot. They ended up coming and doing something different that we had seen on film really over the past 2 years. And, that delay honestly probably helped us. And just be able to see what they're doing. They're pretty much playing a 3 safety look, taking the nickel and playing in the middle of the field and, trying to take away any vertical game and stuff like that. So, first half, tip pick. That's just, we're backed up, just trying to get a quick completion, and the guy just kind of jumped up and got unlucky there. Not really in my control, and I think that's what part of what playing quarterback is you got to manage what's in your control and what's out of control, and I was just kind of out of my control, and felt like everything was kind of going, not our way in the first half, and I feel like last year, in moments when that happened, we didn't persevere and we didn't push through or stick together. I think at times maybe we didn't panic, but just didn't feel comfortable in that. And we really just we came out of halftime resilient and just reminded us of who we are, and just came back and dominated the second half. And it was really good to see. It was really fun and it was awesome.
From a rhythm standpoint, did it feel a little bit different in the second half once you were able to kind of stack up some first downs and points and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Getting some good completions in there, just kind of doing what we do, getting the run game going for sure helped, and scoring points definitely helped.
Talk about the run game, just about the spark that Randall delivered there in the second half. Just how did that just juice up the offense moving forward?
It was awesome. These guys up front, tight ends did a heck of a job, creating big gaps for them. It's tough to take him down, and for him to go, play like he did, I don't think anybody's surprised. He plays with so much heart. And, it was really, really good to see him. He just dominated and really just carried the team on his back to them.
Okay, what was the message to your team at halftime?
I don't think really anybody felt panicked or anything. I think that we know who we are, and we believe that. And just kind of some stuff that went our wrong way in the first half, and just couldn't really get in a rhythm. And there's a lot of game left. That's really the biggest thing. Is I feel like we got to go play 2 great quarters, and let's go. We got ball starting the second half. Let's go dominate this first drive, and that just kind of lit a fire in everybody, and it's great.
I guess aside from the turnovers, what do you think stopped you guys from getting a rhythm in the first half?
Self-inflicted wounds. We finally got some, big plays and then false start, and then a holding and then a sack and, a missed throw or something like that. So just really self-inflicted, and that's really what it was. And just kind of out of rhythm, honestly. I don't really know why, but maybe them coming and presenting something different, but we responded really well, and we got into our rhythm and did really good. So.
After that last turnover that ended with a pick 6 by Troy's defense, what was the kind of the message or the kind of emotion going on with Coach Luke and Coach Riley and Coach Spillett and the offensive coaches? Everybody kind of saw y'all band together after that last one. What was just said amongst the offense leading forward?
Was that one where we kind of got the whole offense together? Is that what you're talking about? Coach Riley just kind of got us together and was like, "Man, don't panic." We've been dominating fall camp all year, and I don't think we're going to face a better defense than our defense. And I feel like we had a really good fall camp, and we did really good against our defense, and that installed a lot of confidence. And really just not straight. You know, just go do what we do, and we don't got to make up anything. Just, you know, it was kind of just some self-inflicted wounds, like I said, and but we responded really well and just kind of did what we did, and it was great to see that.
Cade, what is the key for you to get in rhythm a little bit earlier in games? You keep coming back to that word of rhythm. Obviously, lit it up in the second half, but what do you think some of the keys are for you in the offense to get going a little bit earlier?
I think for the offense, I mean, penalties just killed us. You know, it's kind of just, you know, false start and kind of holding stuff, and I don't know. I kind of need to go back and look at it. First half kind of felt like a blur. It just everything felt weird, just with the weather delay and everything. So I felt like I don't really know. I really remember the second half, and I remember coming back and playing really well as an offense and being really efficient on first and second down. So.
Do you think that confidence is going to translate into next week?
Yeah, I mean that's the plan. You know, we're gonna take what we did in the second half and try to carry that through until the rest of the season. So.
What does a comeback win like this so early in the season tell you about this team moving forward?
Yeah, I mean Troy's a heck of a team, and you know they're gonna give everybody, you know, they're gonna give their best fight, and they've had a history of that, and you know we could go and win by 60 and, you know, move on and be happy, but a game like this is gonna make us better, and whenever we get in a moment when you know, down the road when we're playing, you know, another, you know, great team, we're gonna need to lean on this and see how we responded. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I've been in a comeback win like that since I've been here, and that was really cool to see. No matter who you're playing, that's tough, and just to be resilient and push through was awesome.
You said you watched those plays about 10 times during the weather delay. I guess during halftime, kind of what did you guys do to kind of recenter yourselves?
Just remind of who we are, man. Just, you know, didn't panic, just kind of settled in. I feel like everybody was a little bit, you know, some guys were a little bit rattled, and kind of took a deep breath and just had to, you know, set our eyes on us and not on the opponent, and just set our eyes on who we are, and just go do what we do. Yeah.
So the long touchdown to Bryant down the middle of the field in the fourth quarter, I think, early. What did you see on that one?
The first one?
The second one is about 34 yards down the middle of the
Second
field,
one?
over the head. Yeah.
Into this end zone?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was a play we had with, you know, we had a check on it too. We kind of get in a condensed situation and a formation, and you know, if they present kind of a zero hole where all the safeties are low, you know, they're expecting, you know, some type of inside zone, something middle, and if we get that look, you know, we want to go vertical on them, and so we had a big play fake on it and let Bryant run the post. He runs across, and you know, we got the look, just had to sell it long enough and let Bryant run past the dude, and simple as that. I just had to buy time and find a way to get it to him, and offensive line did a great job of buying enough time, and tight ends and running back did a great job of buying enough time for me to get the ball off, and found a way to get rid of it, and made it happen.
How have you seen Brian progress in his sophomore season?
It's been great. I think just his leadership and pushing me and pushing other guys has been really cool. You know, he can do really anything on the field, and you know, when Tyler came out, he came and played some slot for us, which he can do, and he's really smart. He sees the field well, and it's fun to, you know, come to the sideline and talk about what he's seeing and what I'm seeing, and you know, different things that we're, you know, both looking at to maybe go attack. So.
On the second Wesco touchdown, it seemed like you really stayed, you know, in the pocket, waited for it. I mean, how much do you feel like you advanced in just staying in the pocket, making your reads and making those things?
Yeah, that was a big emphasis for me, obviously, after last week. So just felt like I needed to sit in there and trust my guys. There's maybe one or two where I just got a little quick feet, you know, where I could have just simply reset. But I, you know, feel like I made a big progression in that, and will continue to. So I was happy with that one for sure.
Conference play coming up, road game at GT to start it all off. I mean, what's on the horizon for this team, and what do y'all have just kind of again, one game at a time, win the next one has always been the motto of this program.
Yeah, I'm going to celebrate this win. You know, winning's hard, especially like with a team like that. So going to celebrate this win and then go back to work tomorrow. Excited for conference play and excited to play on the road game for sure. And, you know, they've had Haynes is awesome, and I love watching him play, and he's a really good dude, and I know that he's a really special player, so we're obviously going to got to get ready for him. He's a heck of a player, and I haven't watched much of their defense. I haven't watched their defense yet. Obviously, I'll start tomorrow, so I'm excited for them. They're a great opponent that we're excited for.
Time for one more for Cade.
How much do you feel like the defense has really boosted you guys? Obviously with the takeaways.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was fun to see those guys, you know, go get some picks. It was awesome. And definitely complimentary football at its finest. So it was really cool. I'll be giving Ronan a hard time for dropping that one for about 3.5 years. So yeah, it was fun. You know, pumped to see him get a pick. Ricardo, that fired me up. Ashton come back and have a pick. So Will help. TJ Parker just creating madness back there. It was awesome to see.
Thanks, Jamie.